Hey everyone, it's GGirl from GGirlZGiftZ. I'm making this video to show you how to do the toning for the extensions that I'm just about to put in my hair. So these are tape extensions. They were the same colour as my hair after I did my regrowth, but I like the really light look, the platinum blonde and stuff. So I've lifted my hair and toned my hair to get it to where I want, and now I'm going to show you how to lift this colour. So I've just taken this off the other where the other piece of hair extensions are. So just take them out of the packet and lay them flat on a table next to you or in front of you. Lift the extensions up here in the back, and you'll notice there's some wire and stuff on mine. So they come in all kinds of packaging, but mine come with these wires. So I'll just gently undo this wire, and then we'll take off the next lot. This pack, for the one pack, this one, was $15, and when you count the tape, there's 10 of them on each side of the cardboard. Like in one pack there's 20, but when you're doing tape extensions you use two pieces, and then you have your hair a thin section in between. So out of this packet there's not 20 pieces that's going to go in my hair, even though there's 20 tape pieces. There's going to be 10 pieces. So you need to make sure that you've got enough pieces for your hair, and how you'd like it. You know, some people just like it very natural, like me. And I don't want to put a whole heap of tape ins in because I like the natural look, and I naturally have fine, thin hair. So I've bought 3 packets, so 10 per pack after you've done them. So that's 30. That's 30 pieces that I'll be doing. So yeah, that's 3 packs for me. So that should be fine. If you buy 2 packets and there's 20 pieces, you know, 10 in half and 10 in the other half, you've got to remember that that's only 10, it's not 20. So 2 packets is only 20 extensions after you've put them together and everything. So I recommend that you at least get 30. If you want a really thick look, you're going to need maybe 45 to 50. Or if your hair's naturally quite thick, you want to match that just for the length, do that same thing. But yeah, I mean, $15 a packet, like, and these aren't Remy or synthetic, you know, and they're not horse's hair, they're real human hair, and they're very hard to find, the good ones with the really good adhesive as well. Like, I recommend doing a lot of homework on what tape extensions you'd like to buy and that you look at and read about for a while, you know, until, like, make sure you do that before you order any, because yeah, you want to have like really soft hair extensions, and if it feels like this, like really soft, then they're going to last. They're going to last a couple of years. You know, like, you can take them out and you can put them back in your hair, move them up as your hair grows, and you can have them for like 18 to 24 months easy. And by just lifting them up and reapplying them every two to 3 months, maybe every 3 to 4, depending on how you look after your hair and how fast your hair grows. Okay, so we've got 1 packet out. All right, so this is one packet, and these also, I like to have them, like, I used to have them really, really long, and that was really nice for going out and doing the modelling competitions and things that I did when I was younger. So I like to have them quite long. Now that, you know, I'm a little bit older, and, you know, I don't have the time to upkeep such a long, thick extensions like I used to have, I've opted for the 18-inch. And it's quite long still. It just, I feel, after many years of doing this and having experience and all different kinds of length, yeah, like, once they're in, yeah, they're going to be kind of like just underneath your boobs, like kind of yeah, you'll see once I put them in. They're long enough to have long hair, but they're short enough to look like it's your own hair, and that's what I like. That's what I go for. More of a natural kind of, you know, longish hair, but easy enough to look after, and short enough to yeah, not have to kind of do all these different hairstyles to try and make it look as real as you can. Like, the longer they are, the faker they look, trust me. Especially if you don't do your hair every single day, like straightening or like for ironing or curling or braiding. You can colour these and do everything with them, providing that they're really good tape extensions. Okay, so we've got the second packet, so we'll take those out as well. You can bathe these and tone them at like 1 packet at a time. I like to do all of them at once, and this is because I don't like to do, like, I've got 3 packets, so I don't like to do 3 different toning baths, because that's wasting my toner and my treatment that I chuck in there as well. Even though it's a lot easier to use one packet, to like do 1 packet and then lay them down you know, to dry a little before you blow dry them dry on a low setting, and then do the next packet and keep going. You've just got to have a bigger area and make sure that you've got a towel down. So if you're going to do all the packets at once, which I prefer and I recommend, then you, do the stuff that you need to do the preparation that you need to do before you make the bath. Lay down, you know, some towels, a big enough area so that you can put, you know, all of these separately. You can stand over them with a hairdryer and just do them really softly from a distance. That's a good way of doing it. You know, and then get each kind of lot of 10 and go through and blow dry them, and then straighten them after they're at that stage where they're dry but they've got a little bit of wetness and moisture just to style it. So, okay, that's another one. So that's 30, 3 lots of 10 that I've got out so far. So this is my second packet. These ones, all of these are different. So, I mean, I go through the same company, but you'll find that the packaging is always different. It's kind of weird, but I mean, this is the same company. It's the same color, the same shade blonde. But yeah, there's just different ways that they, you know, attach them to the cardboard and stuff. So this one's actually easier because it doesn't have as much wire holding them all together as the previous packet. They've just got one. So I'll loop that through and get it off. And remember, just be careful that you don't, you know, pull these around where the adhesive is, because then, you know, you're taking the adhesive off, and that's not what you want to do. So just bring the wire to the top and then undo it and slide it down away from the adhesive, and then you slide it off like that. And keep the little wires, you know, because all of these different things that they're packed with, and all hair stuff and beauty stuff, and I mean, I've used like packaging and different odd bits and ends, and they've come in very good handy for all different kinds of things. So yeah, like this, for instance, you know, when everyone loses the top of a sandwich bag, every now and again, you know, you take it off and you make your sandwich, and you look around, you think, where is the top? And you've dropped it somewhere and you can't find it. You can use this to do it up for those moments. You know, who knows? Like, you can use it for anything. And then these were on the other packet. They're great for different stuff. So yeah, just keep all of these things. You know, nothing with me goes to waste. You know, unless it's definitely going to get chucked in the bin, it can't be used for anything. But I like to recycle as much as I can. And then yeah, I teach myself and other people different tips along the way. So yeah, this is the last packet. So this one was like the previous one. It's just got the thin ones, the thin tie. So just undo it from the back. Just do one at a time because it's easier. Lift it up, lift the hair extensions up, and then on the back you'll see the wire through the bottom. So you want to just bring one piece down, on the other side bring the other side down, if you can see, and then you can pull it out, and then you just unwind the top of it. I've noticed in my shorter videos, I've noticed like quite a few of you have viewed my videos like in the shorter ones. I know that I do talk a lot, and I'm very detailed in the way that I do my videos, but you should definitely take some time to watch right through if you want. Like, obviously you don't have to, but yeah, they go for quite a while. I do like to have a talk, but I don't want you to miss out on any information that could help you. So yeah, this is the second last lot that we've got now. Okay, so we've almost got all of them ready for the bath, the toner bath, and I cannot wait until that is done so that I can dry them and then show you the video of me putting in my own tape extensions, which is awesome. I'm saving so much money. So I'll just undo this wire. So yeah, just undo it, pull it down away from the adhesive, pull it out, pop it on the table in that group of them, keep them all together. Unwind this one. Make sure you straighten out the wire a little bit, because when you pull it down, it's easier just to pull out like that. If you get it tangled, or if it's round in circles and that, it's going to tangle the hair, and that's not fun. Okay, so let's get all of these together. Okay, so I've got 3 packets with 20 pieces in each. You need 2 pieces for each time that you put one in. So there is 30. So there's actually 60 if you count them separately, but 30 once they're in your hair. Okay, so that's all together. So you just hold it together like that. You hold the top, and then you run it through like that in the water, and use your hand just to get it all the product in. Now that I've shown you that and we've got it all ready, we need to go and fill the bathtub up. Not with too much water. Make sure it's lukewarm. A little bit warmer than lukewarm. And you don't need to put heaps of water in the bath. So just excuse me, just you know, run the water for a while enough so that they can bathe, you know, the extensions can lay in the water, but not like, yeah, how can I describe, maybe like this much water, this much depth, like 2 inches at the most. So with the colour that I used on my hair, my regrowth, that Nordic Blonde by Schwarzkopf, 101, it's called Silver. I was telling you before about the platinum hair masks that come in those colour packs, and they come with 2 in each pack. So I save them, and I save them for the toning of my roots, and I also save them for extensions, anything later down the track. Yeah, because my hair's only short, so a little bit goes a long way as well. So these things, these little sachets, they have a toner in them, especially, you know, to get all the brassiness out. And they also have a treatment in them. So you can pour these in the water, mix it all around, and then you can, you know, hold the extensions in there and run your fingers through the hair, but make sure you're holding up the extensions out of the water, like that top bit with the adhesive. That can't get wet. It can't get any product in it, or moisture. You just need to make sure that you know, they don't get wet. You need to be really careful. But around here, so probably 1 centimetre underneath the tape, that is where you'd like the toning to start. So if you use, you know, the tip of your finger, just gently hold them underneath the tape like that, and then all of this part will be lifted and to the point where, you know, it matches your hair. And then you can use that bit again just to lay them out on the prepared towel that you've got waiting, or what have you. So you hold them, take these to the bathroom. You can use a trough in the laundry. I don't really like to do that. I like to do the bathtub because it's longer, obviously, and your extensions are long. So a tub might seem like less water, but you're going to have to move it around in circles for the hair to get everything in it. Anyway, so the bath, with these, I'm going to take 2 with me. If you don't have these, use any kind of toner for blondes to use, and you can also use a blonding shampoo, a purple shampoo. Fenola is a really good one. With that one, I'd only just do, you know, a teaspoon of that with a treatment and stuff, and really don't hold the extensions in for too long with Fenola. It can really get purple really quick. So if you're familiar with using Fenola, I do recommend that, because actually at the moment I don't have any of that. But yeah, I totally recommend that. It's just you've got to watch how quick. Maybe just take one, you know, piece of the extension and see how, like, what I'm talking about. And then once you kind of get a good feel about it and you feel comfortable enough to do it for the rest, then yeah, go for it. I do recommend, if you're going to use, especially if you're going to use a purple shampoo, you need to put a treatment in with it as well. And this will just help these be really soft. Yeah, I always, even if I'm toning the roots, I always put a treatment in with that. Okay, so what I'm putting in the bath, if you'd like to know, I'm going to put some of this, you've seen it on my other videos, I always have it on the ends of my hair, you know, to finish off or to do a deep treatment, or in this instance, many different ways you can use this. And this is by L'Oreal, it's Extraordinary Oil, it's called Elvive. I'm also going to use this argan oil, that's by Hask. It's from Morocco. It's yeah, it's a really good treatment oil. So I think that would be nice. So I've got those 2 with the mask. Now I wanted to show you this product from the Body Shop. Someone bought this for me for my birthday, and it's just changed my life pretty much. It's called Spa of the World Polynesian Manoi Radiance Oil, Radiant Body and Hair Oil. So it's from the Body Shop, and it looks like this. It's used by women of the Pacific Islands for over 2,000 years, and it's for your skin, it's for your hair, it's for everything. It's got natural products in it. It's got like this oil from flowers and everything. Like, it's so nice, but it is quite heavy on your hair. Yeah, it's very oily, kind of dense one. So I might use this maybe a little bit down the track. I might just you know, it's really good, but maybe only once a month to use that for a treatment, because it's extremely heavy. So if you're to use it daily, your hair will start looking really oily and not clean. And I just wash my hair, so I don't want anything to drop it. And yeah. Anyway, I'll see you in the bathtub. Hey everyone, so this is what I've got set out. Like I said before in my previous video, in the part 1, get an old towel. This one, you know, has bleach on it, bleach spots, and it's old, and it doesn't matter if it gets coloured or more bleached. These are my hair extensions. I put them all together, my tape ones, and I put a hair lacquer in the spot just underneath the tape, so they're not going to get wet, the top of them where the adhesive is, so that's going to stay nice. So you want to just do that. Just place a hair lacquer You know, leave a centimetre or two and use some products that will lift this yellowy brassy look out, because I've toned my hair to the level of blonde that I want. So I'm using the NAC Hair Platinum Blonde Anti-Yellow Shampoo. This is extremely good, so I'll be using that in the bath. And also the platinum hair mask. This has got a toner and a treatment in from Schwarzkopf. So the colour that I do on my hair, my regrowth and stuff, is Nordic Blonde. So that is the colour that I do my blonde, and so the extensions will match really well. Just lift these up now. I've got the bath filled up with some water. Make sure you do like clean the bath before you put the extensions in. Obviously, you don't want to have dirt in your hair in your new extension. So it's only enough water so that they can lay in there, with you holding onto the top, of course, and moving them around inside the water with the shampoo and that we're going to be putting in there. So everyone, it's GGirl. I'm behind the camera this time, and I'm just going to show you how to put the products in the bath. So you grab the NAC, the hair, that anti-yellow shampoo, or anyone that you like to use if you like doing your hair blonde. I like this product, and just give it a swirl in the water, not too much. That seems like a lot, but it is quite thin. And make sure you've got your gloves on, and just go through all of the swirls, and use your fingers just to mix it all in so that your bath doesn't get stained, and you've got the right amount in there and it's all evenly spread through. And then you can kind of flip it around a bit because it is a shampoo. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to add the other things. Now, it's totally up to you. You can start off with using this in the bath, and you can hold them in there and run them like that in the water, and you can slowly start to see them change in shades, lighter and lighter. Or you can use your left hand and hold them if you're right-handed. Use the left. Hold the dry bit at the top where the adhesive is, above the hair lacquer, and then just run it through the hair like that and down, and be more hands-on with it. You can put the other things in here with the shampoo. Like you can put the treatment and this toner in there too. But what I like to do this shampoo thing first. And then I like to do this toning thing because this is a treatment and everything. So this will lift it to a point where you can put this in and you don't really need to have it on for too long. Or you can mix it, have the shampoo and treatment together with that toner that's in there and this toner that's in here. It's totally up to you. But today I'm just going to do it very simply. The other thing is, if whatever hand that you're going to use to hold the extensions at the top, you need to make sure that hand is dry. If you slip up and, like right now the gloves are wet from me doing this in the bath, if you hold the top of it, the adhesive is going to melt in your fingertips, and then it's all going to stick together and you may as well chuck them in the bin. So dry your hands, make sure they're really dry before you pick up the hair extensions up the top. And yeah, if you need to use both hands to open something or pour more stuff in here or whatever you're doing, place the extensions back onto the towel so that you can then dry your hands before you pick them up again. Okay, so I'm going to grab my hands now and get the extensions ready. Okay, so because I'm right-handed, I'm going to hold them with my left. So this is how I hold them. I don't hold the top where the adhesive is. You want to kind of steer away from holding those top bits. You don't really want to touch them much because as they have adhesive on them, you want them to stay in your hair properly. So if you've got your fingertips on them too much, it's not good. So anyway, just rest your two fingers, your index finger and your thumb, on the top of the hair lacquer. And you can hold it tight, but obviously not too tight. And then just get your right hand and just lay the extensions in the bath. And the hair lacquer is a good way to make sure that these ends don't get wet. So you just lay it in the bath like that. And then you can swirl it around how you like. I like to do circles first so that I can get it all wet because, like I said, I put all the packets in at once in the hair lacquer. So I like to do that. And I also like to just lift it up every now and again to have a look where you're going with it. And you can add some water to the higher bits instead of having it like putting it more back in the water. If the ends are starting to tone really good, you can hold it up out of the water and just, you know, do up here. But I can't stress enough, don't get this top wet. Yeah, that's a big no-no. But like, as you can see the bottoms are already still, like they're really turning quite quickly. So I want to get this middle section. So just sit that in there. This next stuff is very good. It's very similar to the Finola, so it lightens up really quick. See, that's quite silver now, the ends, so that won't need any more. And then you just squeeze all of the water out. Okay, and you just have a look, just squeeze the water out and have a look as you go to what shade that you want it. That's working quite well. Okay, so I'm going to put a little bit more on the top, so make sure you hold this side with the adhesive up. And then the ends that you've already done, that don't need to be done anymore, in the other hand, and kind of just let it sit there for a bit. You can move it around so that it gets into all the pieces, if you're doing the whole lot in like one hit, like I am. So just a minute or so each time you do it, and then just squeeze the water out like that as you go down too, because then that will make it more even and stop it processing any further. So that's looking good. It's looking pretty good. Yeah, so we want to do another little bit. So at this point you can turn the extensions around and yeah, just hold it in for some more. Here onwards you can see that that's taken really well, that's made it the nice silvery grey that I like. So I'm going to go ahead and get this covered so that I can do this area. So you just lay it onto the towel and you just move it down like this. I'll just put it over for you so you can see. Okay, so once you've had the extensions, once you've taken them out the bath and you want to just dry off the ends, the bits that you like, okay, so you've got those bits there. I'm very happy from about there onwards. So I'm then going to take this towel and just with your fist, just soak up as much water as you can so that it doesn't keep processing. If you want your hair really white / silver, this is how you want to get it, because when it dries it's going to be really white. You don't want to have it any more grey than that, otherwise it's going to start looking really purple when you dry it. So you can give it a bit of a rub back and forward, but just be soft with them, okay, because you want these to last as long as you can. And I've made some last for nearly 2 years, so yeah, it's doable. So yeah, and then you just loosely just lift it up like that. Now make sure that you continuously dry your gloves if you're going to touch this top bit again, okay? And I do recommend using these kind of gloves as well, because you won't get that awful purple toner all in your fingernails and on your hands. So that's what I like to do. So yeah, just keep patting, especially the ends, because they normally hold the most amount of product and water. Okay, so that's looking good now. All right, they've come out really good. So this area here, I would like to still do. Okay, so because I want to still do that area, I'm going to just wrap this bit up with a hair tie. You can use anything you really want. I'm using this. It's like a material kind of headband thing, and it's great because it holds the hair, like covers it up with a material bit, and then you can use this bit on the other side to tie it up. So just put it, even just a scrunchie and some bladder wrap, anything that will make sure that the toner won't keep making the ends process. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep doing this now. So this is like a big scrunchie. This will just keep the ends, and don't have it too tight, obviously, because you don't want to, yeah, you don't want to break the hair or anything, and keep it nice and soft. Okay, so what I'm going to do is hold this end like that, squeeze this with a towel one more time, and then I'm going to hold it from there and hold it in the bath, and hold it in the bath like that. Okay, so how I like to do it, use these two fingertips just to hold it up and that, but keep that distance away, or you can do it like this if you want. Now the scrunchie is getting in the way anyway, so let me just sit that in there. Just pop that in there. Turn it to the other side, like that, and then give it a couple of minutes. And make sure that your left hand in the glove is protecting those tape adhesive ends. Make sure that the water doesn't go to the lacquer band that's at the top. This takes some time, but it's so worth it. It is actually so worth it. I mean, some of you might be watching me do all of this thinking, God, like, it seems like a lot just to be able to do your hair for a cheaper price. But I can't afford to go out and spend like $1,000 on hair extensions. I can't justify that, and I can't afford it either. So this is what I do, and it takes time, it takes practice. Yeah, if you want to look good and you want to have long hair, or you want to have thicker hair, or you just want to try some, crafty things to do, and you like to do it yourself kind of projects and stuff like that. Even if you wanted to do your friend's hair, or if you're learning to be a hairdresser, there's so many different ways to do stuff. And I just have some weird and wonderful ways of doing things. So yeah, you'll find my videos are quite different from other people's, but that's the way I like to do it. Okay, so just once you've held it like that for a while, just turn it over for one more turn on this side, making sure to hold this right hand, lift up the hair that we're happy with. Give it a bit of time. It's good to use this deep part of the bath as well. The toner tends to sit in the deeper spot, so you're going to get the most effect and the most processing in the deeper spot of the bath. So yeah, obviously don't sit the hair over the plug, but yeah, the deepest part. Okay, so just let it drip now. Okay, so we don't want to get any water on the adhesive or anything like that. So just hold it up, let it drip as much as it can, and then turn it over very carefully and let it drip here. And then move your left hand down. So we've got the adhesive still dry, so make sure that stays at the top. See my hands underneath the hair lacquer, make sure that that hair lacquer is not wet. That's really important. So use these fingers here. I've got the dry hair there. I'm using these two fingers here just to squeeze, just to push the bottom of this part, and using my left hand to squeeze it out like that. Okay, so we're going to do that. And then just check with both hands. Don't touch the top or the hair lacquer because both hands are wet at the moment. So just, like I said before, just run your fingers through them just to check at what level they are. Yeah, I think they're going pretty well now. So hold on to that bit at the top and just push down. Get all the water you can, especially by just squeezing it, because you don't want to pull the hair too much and pull them out of the adhesive tape. So just squeeze the water out, and then when you get down to the bottom, do it like that, and when you get down to the bottom, just hold that in your hand, the ends, and squeeze it like that. It's alright if you do that, but only a couple of times run your fingers down to get the water out, don't do it tightly. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. As I said, this is the shampoo. So I'm going to be doing the hair mask, which is that one. So it's got a toner in it and the treatment. So I'm going to be doing that. after this. Okay, so I'll be able to put some in here and just lift this area just a little bit more. But that's the extensions done now. So yes. So everyone, I've done the bath for the extensions. I'll pop this down here. So I'll just show you. When you take them out of the bath, lay them on a towel. Don't touch these top bits because they are dry and they need to stay dry. So just make sure that this towel that we've got is over here, so it's got a dry bit to put. Okay. So we dry the hair extensions. And they're looking like this. Okay, so I've given them the bath and used a purple shampoo by NAC to lighten them to my colour. So we will start to dry these. So all you need to do now is just lay them out, dry them with a hairdryer very softly, just hold a hairdryer over the hair extensions. And yeah, you just lay them all out on a fresh towel now, get another towel, another dry one, lay them all out separately, and well, you know, in maybe 3 to 5 pieces each bit, each line them all up and run the hairdryer around them from a distance, hold the hairdryer further back, and then you can dry them and get them ready to put them in. Okay, so once they're dried, they're going to be pretty light, like my hair now, and then I'll be able to show you how to put them in. And if you're wondering why I've got these clips in my hair, it's just to hold it down, and it's around in the area where I won't be putting any extensions from the clip upwards. So it's just like a guideline, but I blow dried my hair earlier just to have it ready to put these in. So I'm going to go off now and take a break and have these dried, and then I'll be back ready for you to show you how to put these glorious hair extensions in. They're tape, they're not micro beads. I don't recommend micro beads, but if you'd like, you know, if you write in the comments or whatever and you want to know about micro beads, I would be so happy to, you know, apply some in someone's hair and to show you the different technique how to do that. It's quite easy. I just don't like micro beads for the simple fact that your hair tends to get matted over an amount of time. These are very easy to remove and they're very good for your hair. Really, you know, your hair doesn't get damaged using these. So you can wear them for, you know, 2 years at a time for the one lot of hair. I've kept it in good condition and it's lasted that long until your hair grows longer. So that's what I plan on doing. I did the world's greatest shave last year and I completely shaved my whole head to raise money for blood cancer. So now I've grown my hair out long enough to have my extensions back in, and once my hair grows to the length I want it, then I'll just need it either for thickness or not at all. So yeah, this is how you do a toner bath for extensions. That is what your bath looks like. And yeah, like I said before, I'll be back soon and I'll show you what these look all dried and ready to be applied. Okay, thank you. Hope you liked my video and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.